Speaking of the State of Union, some of the media in Australia just airbrushed over this. I found it astonishing. Some of the 6 o'clock news just airbrushed over this, gave him a pass on this. But here is what Joe Biden actually said. He forgot he was talking about Ukraine.
Yes.
He talked about Iranians.
Iranians.
Have a listen to Joe Biden this week. Have a listen to this.
Putin may circle Kyiv with tanks, but he'll never gain the hearts and souls of the Iranian people. He'll never extinguish their love of freedom.
Well,
I mean, Caleb, this is the point. We are so weak in the West. We are just so prone to this. We have taken this kind of East River, New York view of the world. We have to keep everybody happy. The Ukraine crisis has exposed just how weak and woke we've got. And there is the president of the free world who doesn't even know what bloody country he's talking about.
I know. Sleepy Joe does it again. What a surprise. And the other thing he said in that State of the Union speech that really annoyed me, talking about Russian oligarchs, he said ill-begotten gains. Now, beget is a completely different word to get. It's another thing that he either didn't pick up on or, just didn't have the sense when he was writing it or someone else was writing his speech to pick up on it. But the weakness that is so obvious in Joe Biden is clearly part of what has emboldened Putin here to invade Ukraine. And the other thing that really emboldened him was, of course, the absolutely bungled pulling out of Afghanistan.
Yeah.
I mean, if there was anything that showed that the US really, in terms of its foreign policy, had no idea what it was doing, it was the way it pulled out of Afghanistan and what has happened there since with the rise of the Taliban again. I mean, Putin would have been sitting there rubbing his hands going, my God, this Biden bloke has absolutely no idea I can do whatever the hell I want. And so he has. And we have sat around, the US has sat around, and in fact the rest of the West really has sat around for the last couple of weeks doing absolutely nothing. We've got our piddly little sanctions, which achieve nothing. I mean, Putin is not going to be discouraged by someone saying, oh, well, we're going to take Russian vodka off the shelves at Dan Murphy's. Are we really serious about what we are doing here? It has been so weak. If we don't stand up as a bloc, as the West, against this kind of military might, then we're basically saying not only Russia can do this, but China can do this. That is the real discussion here, is that China is the first line, Russia is the first line, but China is the next one 5 steps behind them. And they will be watching this very, very closely. And if they feel like they can do something, i.e. go into Taiwan, they will.